Hey guys, hi. I hope all of you are doing absolutely good. Today, as you can see, I'm going to teach dice. As anything machano, I'll put anything whatever I want. So today I'm going to teach dice. Okay, in dice, it's a basic points that I'm going to teach for reasoning for any competitive exams. Basics is most important. No, for that today I'm teaching the most basics points about dice. Okay, in dice, I'm going to teach about closed dice and open dice. Now this is standard dice. Standard dice will come under closed dice. Okay. Afterwards, I'll teach open dice. First, I'm going to teach this closed dice only. This is a very small point. In standard dice, I'm going to tell only few points in this. And standard dice is not that important as open dice also. Okay. So I'm the small topic, right? So I'll complete off in just few minutes. Okay. So first, I'll teach about standard dice. Standard dice, as you know, a dice has 6 faces. First one we can write. A dice has 6 faces. As you know that, and I think so you're able to see properly also. As you know, a dice has 6 faces, and this dice is also known as an ordinary die. And we'll write numbers here 1, 2, and 3 here. So I have written here 1, 2, and 3. So you can see in a dice only 3 sides only we can see, that is the upper one, the left one, and the right one. You can see that only. And this dice is also known as ordinary die. Ordinary dice, you can see, and it is also called as an standard die. It is called as standard die. Standard dice. If we add the opposite side of this, we should get 7. As you know, this is in the ordinary die, right? So if we add the opposite side, we should get 7. So here 1 is there, here 2 is there, here 3 is there. So you just copy this. This is the notes for you. Okay, even you can take this as a notes also. Very few points I'm going to tell in very easy method, and this video is going to be only few minutes. In the few minutes I'll complete the whole chapter. Okay, so in this the main point in the standard dice is the opposite side is going to if we add the opposite side, we should get 7. So we'll write here opposite side, we should get 7. Side, if we add, we should get 7. Get 7. So you can see, I will tell you easily. I'll tell you. So suppose they'll give in a question. They'll give a question that find the in a standard dice, find the opposite side of 1. Find the opposite side of 1. So total should come as 7. Total we have to get as 7, and we have 1 here. So here we have 1. So 1 plus 6 equals to 7. No. So the answer will be 6. Why? Because 1 plus 6 is 7. So if we add, we should get 7. So opposite to 1. So this is the left side, means back side. This left side should come 6. So 1 will be equal opposite to 6. So we can in this chapter I am going to show this as an opposite sign. Okay, and if they ask for 2, for 2 we will get 5. So 2 plus 5 equals to 7, right? So 2 plus 5 equals to 7. So 2 will be opposite to 5, and for 3 it will be opposite is 4, because 3 plus 4 equals to 7. So opposite to 3 is 4. As you know, opposite to 3 will be 4, and opposite to 2 will be 5, and opposite to 1 will be 6. This and all is completed, and this is nothing much. We won't discuss more because they want to ask more questions in this. And if they ask also, that there's nothing but only these questions, opposite side, that only they'll ask, nothing more else in this. I'll give you assurity that they won't give nothing more in this. So for in standardized, they'll give mostly this only in standardized. So for this we'll complete up till here. Afterwards I'm going to start one more topic. So now next topic is non-standard dice. So this is the non-standard die here, and in non-standard die it is not necessary that it should the total opposite side sum should be equal to 7. It can be anything. And here one more thing I'll tell you, that here 1, 2, 3. So 1 will be not opposite to 2, whereas 1 will be adjacent to 2. And if the given the question that 1 is true or false, that 1 is opposite, 1 is 1 opposite to 2, you should mark it as false, because 1 is adjacent to 2 but not opposite to 2. So I'll write few points here. Just note down this. See, here 1 is there, so 1 will not be opposite to 3, 2. So 1 will be not opposite to 3 comma 2, because 1 is adjacent to 3 and 1 is adjacent to 2 also. So 1 will be not opposite to 3 comma 2. I am telling not opposite. Okay. So for 2 it will be 1 comma 3. For 2, 1 and 3 will not be opposite, and for 3 we won't get 1 and 2 as opposite. For 3, 1 and 2 will not be opposite, whereas it will be adjacent for this. As you can see here, it is only adjacent. It's not opposite. Okay, it's only adjacent. I'm repeating again, it's only adjacent, but it's not opposite. Now I'll go with rule. There are totally 2 rules here. I'm going to tell the 2 rules in the next. So guys, now I'm going to teach rule number 1. In rule number 1, it says that when one number is common in two dice. So they'll give 2 dices. In that, one number will be common. That I'm going to show. From now, I'm not going to draw the complete dice, whereas I'll draw like this. It's this. So this is the 3 sides you can see here. This is the 3 sides, and if you complete, we'll get a total dice. So I'm not going to draw like that, and I'm going to draw only like this. Now I'll show you one example. Now here 3 will be here, 6 and 4. This is just a random example I'm taking. And one more die. This is die number 2. This is die number 1, and this is die number 2. And in die number 2, it is 2, 5 and 4. 2, 5 and 4. Now here only 1 is common, that is 4. In this die 1 and die 2, only 1 is common, that is 4. 4 is common in both the dices. So you can see 4 is common. So when they give a question like this in any of the exam, when they give the question like this, that and if you see only one number is common here and here, that time what you should do, either you have to rotate towards a clockwise or anti-clockwise. So my wish, we can take either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Now in this question I will take clockwise direction. So as you know, this is the clockwise direction and this is the anti-clockwise direction. I'll go in clockwise direction and I'll go like this. So when I go in clockwise direction, and here also, if I'm taking here clockwise, here also I should take clockwise. So 4, 5 and 2 will come in this clockwise direction. After this, you have to take dice 1 and dice 2 here. If you want to draw a table or nothing, I'm drawing here. So I have drawn here dice 1 and dice 2, and this is the dice 1, right? So 4, 6 and 3, we are going in clockwise direction. After 4, then 6, then 3 will come. So 4, 6 and 3, and dice 2 we will get 4, 5 and 2. Yeah, you have drawn like this. So this is the most simple method. You can do it in your manually also. So this one trick, it is almost like a trick only. You can follow this trick. It will be very useful for you only. You can take this. So 4, 5 and 2, and here 4, 6 and 3. So you can see 3 is up for 2. So here 3, for 3 it will come 2, or for 2 it will come 3. And for 6 it will come 5, or for 5 it will come 6. And for 4 here, so so you can see all we know that in a dice 6 faces will be. So write 1 to 6, 1 to 3, 4, 5 and 6 he'll get. So you can see 6 is there here, 5 is there, 4 is also there, 3 is there, 2 is there, but 1 is not there. So here and you can see here 2 4s are there. So any of the 4 you can cut 1, and you can write here 1. Any of the 4 you cut and you write here 1. And if they give in the question that which number is opposite to 4, you should write 1. Which number is opposite to 4, you should write 1. Which number is opposite to 6, you should write 5. Which number is opposite to 3, you should write 2. Or if they give which number is opposite to 3, for 5 it is 6, and for 1 it will be 4. So this is how you should write in the objective type questions which will be given. There are many competitive exams in that also you can write. So if you want to draw a table or column, or you can just randomly, for not for confusion I am drawing just for teaching, or you can do normally like 4 6 and 3, 4 5 and 2, 3 2 6 5 and 4. Here 1 is not there, so you can write 1 here and you will get the answer. That is the most simplest method I'm going to, and this is the most simplest method ever you have seen here, okay, in dice. And there will be rule number 2. I'm going to write rule number 2. So the rule number 2 is when two numbers are common in two dices. In the rule number 1 you have seen when one number is common in two dices, and when two numbers are common in two dices. Now I'll take one example here. So I'm drawing one die here. This is dice number 1. This is dice number 1. In dice number 1 I'll take 4 6 and 3. Same example. And here dice number 2 I will take 4 5 and 3. 4 5 and 3 I have taken. You can see 4 6 and 3, 4 5 and 3. Now you can see two numbers are common. One is 4 and here also 4, and another 3 and 3 here. You can see two numbers are common here. So nothing, you have to go in the same procedure, but only one change will be. That I'll tell you further. So here 4, the common numbers are 4 and 3, and you know that the common number is 4 and 3. Now what you have to do? Now we have to go in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. So the previous question I have done clockwise, so in this question I'll go anti-clockwise direction. So if we go anti-clockwise direction, we should get 4 3 and 6. Now I'll write here, this is dice number 1 and this is dice number 2. I have drawn, and here now the anti-clockwise direction it will be 4 3 and 6, and here again in this anti-clockwise direction it will be 4 3 and 5. 4 3 and 5. Sorry, here 4 3 and 5. You couldn't see, right? Now what is in the question, in the exam, if they give the number opposite to 6, we should write 5. As you can see here, opposite to 6 is 5, and the number opposite to 4, it can be either 1 or 2. So as I told in the previous question, you have to write 3 4 5 6. 6 faces is there, so 6 and 5 is there, no doubt. 4 and 3 is there, so 1 and 2 are not there. So in this here, any of the thing 1 and any other thing 2 can come. So in the place of 3 2 can come, or in the place of 3 1 also can come. It is based on the question how they will give in the options. And in the options, if they give for 4 and 3, the number opposite is 1 and 2, you have to take that option. That is the most priority option you are going to take over there. Okay, so that is the most priority option you are going to take, because there will be no other choice, or it will be none of this option will be. In 4 options, none of this option will be, or else you have to take for that. So like this you can tell about rule number 2. So in rule number 2, I'll just recapitulate. In rule number 2, you have to go in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Now this time I'll go in anti-clockwise direction. I have taken anti-clockwise, and here I have got 4 3 and 6 and 4 3 and 5, and I wrote the numbers, and here 1 and 2 are the missing numbers here. So if based on the option, you can tell whether it will be 1 and 2 for 4 and 3, or for 3 for 2. It depends on the question and the option given over there. So in this next topic, I'm going to tell about open dices. So this is the small small topic about this standard dice. In standard dice and non-standard dice, I have told almost all the things here. Now next, I'm going to open dices. So this is the open dice, as you can see, and this is one of the diagram in open dice. In open dice, it is very easy. In open dice, they'll give only one type of question, that is which is opposite to another number, or they'll give which type of cube can be formed by doing this type of thing. So in open dice, you have to just remember one thing: when you're making a see, this is open dice, right? When you join the sides which is opposite to other, we have to show that. That is only known as open dice here, and based on that only we have to analyze and we have to give the answer. So here one is there. Here 1 is there. For 1, what will be opposite? It will be 3. And for 2, opposite will be 4. For 5, opposite will be 6. This shall show you, here only I'll show you how it will be opposite to each other. Just a minute, I'll cut the... So guys, this is the thing. You can see here. This is the thing here. The same thing I have done it here. The same thing I have done it here. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, this is 4. This is 5 and this is 6. 5 and 6. Now what you have to, I'm teaching you how this how you have to analyze how to fold the dice, how a open dice should be folded. So I'm taking 2 as the base here. You can take anything as a base here. I'm taking 2 as the base here. So when I take 2 as the base, so I'll fold 1 first. I'll fold 1. I'll fold everything first. See, I have folded everything. Even 3 and 4 I'll fold. 3 and 4 I have folded. So for 1 here, so you can see here 1. I'm folding with 3. I'm folding with 3 here. So 1 is here and 3 is here. I have folded, and here 4 is there. So you can see here 4, here 3, and here base is 2. So here base is 2, right? Here 1. So with 1, 3. With 1, 3 is opposite because this will come like this. This will come like this, and for 6, 5 will be opposite. For 6, 5 will be opposite, and this is how you will complete a cube. This is how you complete a dice. So once more I'll tell you, if I have taken 2 as the base, 1, for 1 opposite will be 3. Opposite will be 3, and for 2 opposite will be 4, and I have joined this here. I have joined this here, you can see. I have joined it, and for 6 opposite will be 5. For 6 opposite will be 5, and this is how we get a cube. This is how you get a dice. Okay, so I have told you from first only we can take anything as a base. So if you take 3 as the base, for 2 opposite will be 4, and when I took 2 as a base, opposite was 4 only, right? And when I took 3, opposite will be 4 only. So there will be no changes here, and this is how you will get you will fold the dice, and you have to analyze. So in exam you will be not having so much time to take a paper. You have to cut and you have to do so much things. So you have to analyze how it will come, which will be opposite to another. And there are few types, okay, in open dices. There are few types. You can Google that and see. And this is the main type you will get in exams. Most of the exams, this is only the main type you are getting. So I have taken this only. So in this one is opposite to 3. You can see 1 is opposite to 3. For 5 opposite is 6, and for 2 opposite is 4. This is how you have got this thing. Now I will make you do one question. So think this is only one question. Now in this question I'm going to change the numbers here. So this will be 1 only. 1 minute. This will be 1 only, and next one will be 3. I won't take 2. I'll take here 3, and next one will be 2, and another will be 5. 5, and here and here. Here I'll take 4, and here I'll take 6 only. Now they'll ask the number which is opposite to 2. The number which is opposite to 2, and here, and if you based on this, and if you take this, you'll get an easy answer. So here is 1. The number which is opposite to 1 is 3 here. So number which is opposite to 1 will be 2, and the number which is opposite to 2 is 1. So the answer will be 1. The number which is opposite to 2 is 1. In the same way, they ask the number which is opposite to 6. The number which is opposite to 6 is 4. So we'll take 4 and 6, 1 and 2, and 3 and 5. So this is how you have to do a question in open dice. Now we'll take example number 2, and by this example number 2 we'll complete the full chapter of the dice. And this is the major, whatever I taught in this is the major thing in this whole dice chapter, and nothing more based on this dice chapter is going to come. And in all the exams for 2 to 3 marks only this dice question will come. So guys, this is example number 2. And this example number 2, I will ask the question that the number which is opposite to 5. So the number which will be opposite to 5, it will be 4. How fast I have told you. See, because of the analyzation, because of the practicing of the problems, we can get the answer like this. So I have taken this, the same thing I have taken. As you can see, the same thing I have taken. Now I am going to make a cube from this, make a dice. So I'll take 3 as a base. Okay, 1 as a base. I have taken 1 as the base, and for 1 I am going to fold 6 here. Here 6 is there, and here also 6 dots are there. Here 6 I have folded like this, and for 6 opposite will be 3. For 6 opposite will be 3, and for 4 opposite should be for 4 opposite will be 5. And just a minute, I'll show you how it is. So I have folded like this, I have folded like this. Now I'll fold this like this, right? Because 3 has got folded here, I have folded like this. So I'll get 4 here. As you can see here, 4 is there. Now after folding this 4, I'll fold 5 like this. So this is how you'll get a complete cube here. If you do it properly, you will get a complete cube with sharp edges. Because I'm doing it manually, I'm not getting it. This just a piece of thin paper. That's why it's happening like that. If you do it with a strong paper, you will get. If you want, even you can try. Just do like this, and you write the numbers with the thick paper. You do it, and you stick all the sides with glue, and you can get here with 4 you'll get 5 only for sure. I'm telling you. So the answer will be for 5. Answer is 4. So they'll give a dice like this with 4 like this. So you have to take the option this only. So again I'll show you how. If you take 1 as a base, 6 and 3 are opposite, and when 3 is folded like this, 4 will come like this, 4 will come like this, and when 4 will come, 2 will come opposite to 1, and for 4 opposite will be 5. This is how you will get a total dice. So that is the whole chapter of dice. So that's all for today. This is a complete chapter of dice, and the dice chapter is very easy. Hope my teaching has understood. You understood everything because of my teaching. So I request all of you to please subscribe to my channel and like and share this channel. Further, I'm going to put more videos like this only. So stay tuned. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day.